Hello, guys. I hope you're doing well. We are again back to solve these easy problems. I know that they are not easy, but we try to make them easy, right? So, today we are going to solve this problem number 31, next permutation. So, it is marked medium here, and you can go through this description right here, okay, but I'll be telling you in short what we have to do here. We the input is actually putting some numbers in the array, and you have to give the next permutation of it. I hope you are very familiar with the concept of how to find permutation, right? And you have to give the next permutation. Okay, so for making you understand it in clear way, you can see right here, this is the number which is in the input, and the all the possible permutations are given here. Okay, so this was the number. You have to find which number comes, which permutation comes after this, right? So in here you should check, like after this, see, this is the number we got in the input, right? After this, which permutation comes? This 132. So this is the only output I'll be getting. I hope you are able to understand this, right? So, okay, as we have already talked about what this problem is actually all about, right? So you can do this problem in various ways. So the brute force approach of solving this problem could be that you can find all these permutations, like possible permutations, okay, and after that you can do a linear search and find the next permutation. But that will give me like big O of n square time complexity, which I don't want, right? But you should know how to print all the permutations, right? So but we are not going to the brute force approach. I'll be telling you the optimized approach. Cool. So let's without any further ado, just move to our Microsoft whiteboard. Cool. And here you can see what we're gonna do is, okay, give me a, so here you can see what we got here. We got this array. Actually, I have took the different example to make you understand this in a very clear way, that it is very easy for you all. Okay, so what I am going to do now, actually I have written something like 3 points here, so that it won't take much time for you to understand what we are going to do. Okay, so let me make you see what is the array, right? So here you got this array and you have to give the next permutation of it. Makes sense? Okay, now what could be the next permutation? I know that this is something, if I think that what could be the next permutation, what I am going to follow is, I'll firstly see the longer prefix match. What does it mean? That how long we can match to the outputs array, right? You don't know output, I know, but I'll try to see that how long we can match to our output. See, what I can think of max is I can match till here, right? But if I do something with this, it won't work, right? It will give me the same array. So I want the next one. So this won't work. Now what I'll be doing, I'll be checking, okay, might be this can be the longest prefix that is going to match. But if I do something with these numbers, if I just swap or do something, still it won't give me the next permutation, because it will give me the same permutation only. Okay, let's say I can get this is the longest prefix match, okay, and I can do anything with these three numbers. So what I can do this what I can do here is I can put 003, Okay, I can put 0 3 0, correct, or this 300 is already there. But if I put 0 0 3 and with this number, it will give me like lesser number than this, right, which I don't want. And if I put 0 3 0, this will be also the lesser number which I don't want, right? So this is also not what we wanted. Okay, so let's see what we can get. Let's see if this is the only longest prefix. But here again you can see 4 is the only largest number, and after all like after 4 all these numbers are shorter than this 4, right? So you won't be able to get the next permutation. So this is not we wanted, right? Longest prefix is not that. Okay, let's say these two numbers are our longest prefix, and I can do something with this number and get the next permutation, right? But when I think about this 5 is the largest thing I can think of, right? This is the largest thing, and I want the next one. It should be largest, and all the numbers here which are after 5 are lesser than 5. So I won't be able I won't be able to actually change it. So what I'm going to do, I'll be taking only this is the longest prefix I can think of. When I got all these numbers right here, I can think of changing. Like you got 1 right here, right? See, you got 1 here, and all the numbers after 1 are greater. Okay, that's what I wanted, right? But I don't want much greater. I don't want 1 4 5 3 0 0, right? I want a slightly greater element, only slightly greater element, right? I don't want my combination to look like this. Okay, look like something like this. I don't want it to look like this, right? I want a slightly greater element. Okay, slightly greater element. So what I am going to do for this is that you can see the second step, what we have written here. So please wait for a moment. Okay, so might be some issues. Wait. Yes, okay. So what we are actually going to do, see, whenever you are trying to find the slightly greater element, okay, what I am going to do, I'll be actually coming here, okay, I'll be traversing from here, like from back, okay, and whenever I see that, so we're gonna traverse from very back, okay, and whenever I reach to the index, first of all, let's know how will I find index here. Okay, after that I'll be telling you. Okay, see, how to find the index here is that, see, you can see that this is 0, right? This is 0. Okay, we let's draw a graph. So when you draw a graph, this is 0, this is 0, and it is again getting 3, right? Then this is getting 4, then this is getting 4, okay, then this is getting 5, okay, but at 1 it is getting a dip. At 1 here, okay, it is getting a dip, and otherwise there is no dip, right? There is no dip. It is only getting an increasing order, but at 1 I am getting a dip. So whenever you are getting a dip, what will you do? You will be putting your index pointer right here, okay. My index would be here only, cause here I got a dip, otherwise every element was only like getting increased, but this element got decreased. I got a dip. I'll be putting my index here only. Now what will we do? Next? Okay, so the max I can think of is that, let's say, the maximum dip I can think of is, let's say this is in this order, 4 3 2 1. Okay, so here whenever you move from here, you are getting a dip. So the maximum dip you can get is at this second element, right? this is the n minus 1 element, this is n minus 2 element, so the maximum dip you gonna get is n minus 2 element, correct? So we will be starting from here, okay, and we'll go till 0 and find our index. Whenever you got this dip, you will be putting your pointer right here and break from the loop. And this is the maximum possible condition of getting the dip. Okay, now what I'll be doing next, let's say we got a dip that our index is there. Now what I am going to do, I'll be again traversing. I'll try to make these numbers, you can see right here, I'll try to make these number in a such a way that it should be slightly greater. Okay, not very greater but slightly greater. For that, what I'm going to do is I'll be traversing from back again. Okay, when I'll be traversing here from here, okay, when I'll be traversing, I'll be checking each element with our index. If the element we are at currently, if it is greater, whenever I find the greater element, which is 3, when we are traversing, okay, whenever we try find this element which is greater than our index's element, then I'll be swapping. So how it will look, it will look 2 3 5 4, okay, 2 3 5 4 1 double 0, correct? It will look something like this, still this is not what I wanted. Okay, you have swapped, when you swapped, please break from there. This is done thing, right? You got the greater next permutation. So these two elements are already what I wanted, but I have to manage these remaining elements, right? I have to manage these remaining elements. Now I know that I just have to short this, and it is already I can see that this is already shorted kind of, right? If I do the reverse of it, let's see, I have written here, let me just make you see. I don't know why this zooming in thing is not working right now. Please bear with me for a second. Okay, so okay, hold on, let's try to do something else. Is it working now? Fine. Okay, let's do it here. Oh gosh. Okay, see, we were having 5. Oh gosh. Oh, wait. Okay, so we were having this element, right? We were having this element. So you can see what we have here. We have shorted till these two elements, right? Now I have to take care of these elements. I don't want this, right? I want the slightly greater. So let's write all the elements which are written here. So it is 5 4 1 and double 0. Okay, it's double 0. Now if I can see, if you guys can see that if I shorten some way, then it could be like giving me the slightly greater, like I wanted slightly greater, I got 3, right? But I don't want it now. Like I'll put it in something like shorted way. What you gonna do is you gonna just reverse this. Okay, so let's say we gonna reverse it. Okay, so 0 0 1 4 5, it will give me this. I wanted slightly greater, I got 3 already, and this is how I'm gonna like short it. So I am reversing here, you can see I am reversing here. Okay, so the thing you have to see from where I am reversing. Our index was at this 3, right? After that I am reversing it. Okay, so let's write down the code for this. I have the index. Okay, so I have index, I will initialize my index from -1. Okay, so let me tell you the exception case as well. What would be the exception case? Okay, let's say the okay let's say you got this in input and you have to tell the next permutation. There won't be actually logically any, no, like there won't be any next permutation for this, right? But you will be giving 1 2 3, right? The starting of the permutation in here as output, correct? So for this I know that if like if you can see the graph is only increasing, like 1 is getting 2, 2 is getting 3, only increasing. There is no dip, there is no dip. So index will get at -1, right? Index will get at -1. Whenever your index is at -1, what you gonna do? You gonna reverse this into this, and you will be getting the like required output. So when I reverse this, I'll be getting this 1 2 3. That's what I have to do, and that will be the exception right now. So let's write down the code for now. What I'm going to do is writing code. So see what I'm going to do. For I is equals to n minus 2. Okay, why this is starting at n minus 2? I told you the max dip I'll be getting at the second last element. That's why I am doing this. I am starting from n minus 2 and going till I is at 0, right? Now if for finding the dip, I'll be saying if our a of I got less than a of I plus 1. Okay, whenever you get this, what you gonna do? You gonna put in our index that whatever is the I, okay, and break from here. Please break from here, correct? You will be breaking out. After that, what you gonna do? Okay, after that the loop will end here only, correct? You got the index, the dip point, correct? Let's say if there is no dip, for that exception case, right? If your index is still at, okay, so if your index got still at -1, right? If your index is -1, what you gonna do? You gonna call reverse, right? Reverse from 0 till the very end, and whatever is the array, right? Now what I'm going to do here is checking, like what is our next thing to do. I have checked, I have found my index. Now I gotta swap and do all these things, right? Now I have to swap. When you have to swap, you will be reversing from very end, okay? You will be reversing from very end, that is I is equals to n minus 1, okay, and I would be greater than is equals to index. You are not going till 0, you are going only till dip, okay, only. So you gonna see that if our array of I, okay, whatever is the array of I got greater than, okay, greater than what? Array of index. What I told you, please try to understand. You were reversing, let me show you. You were reversing from here, okay, the 0 0. When you got 3 which is greater than 1, okay, then you will be doing what? Swapping the element, right? So that's what I have written in code here, that whenever a of I got greater than a of index, then you will be calling swap function, and you will be swapping I and index, and you are passing the array, and you will be break from here, right? You will break from here only, and this will be done. But I have to take care of the thing that I told you, this reverse thing, right? I have to take care of the all the elements, right? So for that I am going to write a reverse line for here. From where I am reversing, I told you index plus 1, okay, index plus 1 till the last element, okay, and whatever is the array, correct? So let me show you. I was reversing, okay, not reversing. I have to reverse from 5, and at 3 my index was, right? index was pointing at 3, and I have to like reverse from 5. So index plus 1 until the last element. So I have already told you about the code and these things. If this is not really understandable, then you can watch the video again and see, let's see the code. I have already told you the code, but let me actually make you see what is happening in the code right here. So we have a next permutation function, okay, and this is the length. We are initializing our index from -1, then we are traversing from second last. I told you, right, the maximum dip I am going to get. So at second last till 0. Then after traversing, like while traversing, you will be checking if our nums of I got less than nums of I plus 1. If this is the case, you will be putting your index at there, right? When you are putting your index there only, you will be breaking from here. And if there is an exception case, you will be reversing, right, reversing. And then what I'll be doing is that I have to actually check that it is slightly greater, right, slightly greater. So I am traversing from the last element till the index, that I should get the slightly greater. So whenever you get the nums of I got greater than the indexes element, you will be swapping and breaking from there only. Now I have to take care of the remaining elements. To put the remaining elements in a shorted way, what I am doing here, I'll be calling this reverse function for index plus 1, okay. And you can use actually inbuilt library for reversing thing. I have written the function down here, so you can also see this function if you are not really familiar with reverse. But I think if you're solving this, then you should know how to write the reverse function and all. And here I have written the swap function. So in this you are traversing the array for one time, okay. Okay, you are not getting the time complexity as big as in the brute force approach. I hope you liked this video. I hope this was very understandable, and please don't forget to comment below and tell me like what should I improve more, and what are the other questions you want me to try. Okay, so for till our next video, for then, bye.